What's up, guys? It's your favorite YouTube commentator, GhostRobo, and where the heck are we? This sure isn't Gotham. It doesn't look like Gotham, and it absolutely isn't Gotham City. We are here in Metropolis because today isn't just any ordinary episode of DC Universe Online. It's a very special episode of DC Universe Online, and I'm joined by a very special guest. Joining me today is WhityTheReviewer. What's up, sir?
Not much. I'm here to play some MMO that I have not played in years, so this is different for me.
Let me set this up real quick. Thanks a lot for joining us. We're playing a mission from Cersei, who is Whitey's mentor, per se. And we're looking to chase after this girl right here, this chick, Donna Troy. So we're invading this Trigon research facility. It's going to be pretty awesome. Whitey, why don't you tell us a little bit about your channel and just how you got started and a little bit about that.
Okay, well, my channel, it goes by the name of Ultimate Chance. The reason is because my old account, which did go by WhityTheReviewer, was taken down by YouTube. They were very nice about that. And it was due to the Fallout 3 review. And I guess, yeah, they just didn't like that. So the channel got taken down, but a good friend of mine, he had already a good amount of subscribers, about 8,000. And he said, why don't you just take my channel and you could upload your videos and people already know you on my channel. So I took his account, but I stuck with the name WhityTheReviewer. And basically my channel consists of mostly reviews, though I do sometimes do blogs. And I like to, sometimes do reviews on comics and stuff when I have, free time, when I actually can read those. But, yeah, I mostly stick to video reviews. And just a warning, my videos are very vulgar. If you don't like cursing, you probably shouldn't watch any of those, especially the reviews on games that are terrible, because I go pretty bad.
Well, very well. I like your content a lot, cussing or not. But if we were, if someone was going to go look at your channel and they wanted to just watch one video to see what kind of stuff you deliver and what you're about, what review would you suggest they watch, or what's one of your favorite, more recent reviews?
I would say one of the more recent reviews I really liked was the Castlevania review.
Okay.
It definitely gives a more serious review from me because, first of all, the game was, in my opinion, amazing, but it's also the way the game was made and how much criticism I got from the major websites. I really felt like I had to counteract that, and that's probably my favorite serious review I did lately. And got plenty of funny reviews, though. If you want to watch superhero Marvel review, it might be a little messed up, but definitely funny.
All right, great. Well, I'll definitely put a link in the description to your channel and to that Castlevania review, and we'll throw one in for that Superhero Squad review as well. Yeah, no problem. Now, I got to give you two pressing questions that I've been asking my viewers recently. And the first one is, if you could have any superpower right now in real life, what would you have? What would you choose to have?
I would definitely have to go with teleporting. Nightcrawler's always been my favorite superhero.
Very good call.
Yep, so I always go with teleporting. That would probably be the one power I would pick of all the powers.
Good choice. I have a tough time deciding between telekinesis and flight, just because they seem the most practical. Not the flashiest, but it seems like you get the most use out of those on a daily basis. Now, my second question, which is probably more important, more pressing, is recently they just announced who the villains are going to be for the third Batman, the third Christopher Nolan Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises. And Bane's okay. I'm kind of all right with that. But they announced Catwoman, and she's going to be played by Anne Hathaway. What do you think about that?
I have mixed on that. I really do like her as an actress. I think she can play very well, especially a lot of people are saying she can't really play the whole kind of like the Catwoman, like the sexy.
Right.
But I don't know if anybody's seen Havoc. I mean, she played more of kind of like a whore in that, but it still gave that sexy type of vibe to it. So I think she could play it. And Nolan always picks like some of the best cast around, so I can't really see it being bad, but I'm not saying that it would be my first pick. She wouldn't be my first.
Yeah, I don't think it's anyone's first pick, and a lot of what I was seeing in the comments were people saying, no, that was the same case with Heath Ledger and the Joker, that people thought, he's not a really good choice, and then obviously it turned out to be great, so just cross your fingers and trust Mr. Nolan that he's going to do the right thing and do good by his fans.
Exactly, that's what I'm hoping anyway.
Yeah, so this mission's pretty interesting. You're seeing a whole different ensemble of enemies than we get in Gotham. Over in Gotham, we just kind of have robots, and we got some dogs, and that's about it. But here we've got demons, all sorts of things going on. What has been your experience and sort of just your impressions with the game playing in Metropolis with Cersei? I'm just curious to see if it's been different. We've been fighting against Bane and some different people like that, but what is your take? We're kind of the same level here. Probably played about the same amount of time, so just what's your initial first couple hour impression on DCUO?
I would say See, I'm not a big DC fan, so I don't know.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah, I don't know who Cersei is.
Okay.
So I picked her because she has the magical powers, and I kind of wanted to focus on that.
There you go.
Exactly. That was my reason. I don't know if anybody actually likes her. But then I made a character under Batman as my mentor, and another one under Superman. And
Gotcha.
yeah, I haven't played too much of the Superman one, but the Batman one is very different from this one, and that I really like. I think having these different mentors, you know, kind of teaching you and doing these different missions for them, and each one providing a different thing is definitely a cool idea. And the overall impression of the game is that it's actually a lot of fun, and I think that's because it's an action MMO, and I've only played like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy, and those are more you watch your guy do everything type of game.
Right, I absolutely hate World of Warcraft. I tried to start it up a couple times. I tried in the beginning, I tried as Lich King, I tried as Cataclysm, and just couldn't get into it. But here, I feel more like I'm playing, you know, not the same as a Devil May Cry or God of War, but a little bit closer to something along those lines. I think that's kind of why it's probably drawn both of us in.
Exactly, and I mentioned the other day, I think it reminds me the most, I don't know if you've played it, but the Marvel Ultimate Alliance series.
Yep, definitely.
That's what it reminds me the most, and I love those games despite their faults. So I'm really enjoying for what it does. I think the city looks great so far. Both Gotham.
Graphically, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and you know, the monthly fee. I hear a lot of people, you know, a little upset about that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep.
I don't blame people because you do spend $60 in the beginning, but I don't really think it should come as a shock because every other MMO charges you. So.
Well, what I've been kind of preaching to people who've been saying, the subscription fee, that's a big deal breaker for me. It's just, you know, with so many games coming out, especially early in this year, especially for PS3, you got Little Big Planet 2, you got Killzone 3, you got Dead Space 2, you know, you may be done with the game after 30 days anyway, and you'll probably get your $60 worth in that time and not even really need necessarily to go on and pay the extra, you know, $15, $30, $45, $60.
I totally agree. And then, again, like I'm telling other people, is that it's not like you're paying every single month. You can play 1 month and stop playing the next, and you only spend $15. You always can come back, and they'll always add new content. I think stuff like that is pretty good when the game, especially the end game, hopefully, is actually well made.
Yeah, definitely. Why don't you, because I'm just curious, you know, I know we both started off on Brainiac's ship, but then you were probably right there, hit a diverging path. So just give us a little bit about some of the early missions you faced, just so we can see how much it differed, and then I'll tell you a little bit about my first few hours as well.
Sure. In the beginning, basically, right away, you meet these kind of blood omen evil guys, and they're kind of like, go kill the citizens or create them into demons. And that was basically the first few missions. And once you do that, you meet this guy who's basically... Okay, I'm trying to listen to this video and talk.
Yeah, we're coming up on a boss battle here.
So there we go. I meet this guy who's basically the middle ground of good and evil. He's kind of like, I guess, the gatekeeper. Okay. Once I defeat him, he says that that's it. It kind of breaks the balance, and now evil's taking over. Gotcha. So that was basically the first boss I did, and it kind of leads into this mission, which is fighting Nightwing. And I mean, the story so far for her is, you know, I guess you gotta like this character. I'm finding the Batman story far more entertaining, and that's basically because I actually know the characters I'm fighting.
Sure, I'm the same way. I'm not a huge DC guy. I'm much more Marvel, but I know, of course, Joker, Batman, that sort of cast. And so my beginning missions were all about the Joker and sort of his whole deal with Venom and tricks and traps. And we fought against Nitrous or Huntress. I don't even remember her name, to be honest. And then we're right now in my world. I'm at the Bane sort of quest line right now. We just teamed up with Killer Croc. I really like just how they introduced so many like big name NPCs throughout the game and have you fight alongside these guys. I think that's a huge opportunity taken advantage of for DC, something that, you know, World of Warcraft doesn't have as much. You know, I don't really know about, troll number 8,400 or whatever.
Yeah, exactly, I agree. And I do like that you basically always get like one of the major heroes or villains on these, you know, boss missions. I think that's definitely something you don't see in MMOs. And it's a cool feature. And like you said, where you're teaming up with Killer Croc and stuff, right now I'm teaming up with, like, you know, Batman and stuff. So I think stuff like that is really cool that you play a totally different story depending on which mentor you pick and everything.
Definitely. And let's get a little bit more on mission here. I have no idea what's going on. We're fighting these purple mental spraying purple spirits of Raven. It seems like we just beat Nightwing, who was a boss, and all of a sudden we're right back in it with purple tornadoes and all sorts of craziness going on here.
Exactly. I don't really understand anything that's happening in this woman's story. I get that. I guess she's like kind of a demon summoner.
Yeah.
But I even know more about Wonder Woman, and I've never read a comic about her. So this one is just a little strange. It's kind of out there.
That's fun sometimes. Sometimes it's good to have something you have no idea what's going on and you can enjoy and laugh along the way.
Exactly. That's how I'm taking it every time I play the game.
I will say that I have not played any co-op yet, and it seems like the missions are a lot easier. They flow more smoothly with 2 people here, and I'm sure if we had 3, 4, 5, it would be even easier. And I don't know necessarily that easy is maybe the right word to categorize it, but more just like smoothly. I feel like we can kind of get in a flow and go through these missions at a pretty good pace.
I agree, and it kind of, you don't really, from what I've seen, is you don't really gain too much experience fighting bad guys, but you gain a lot from missions. So
right.
If you're into the leveling up quicker to get to the end game, I would definitely say teaming up as a group or making a league is probably the quickest and best way to do it.
Yeah, definitely. And it looked like on your channel you were starting up a call sort of for a new Justice League to form, or a new Zone to form.
Exactly. I'm trying to think of a name, but I'm not too good at that. So I'm trying to make a kind of a villain group on this server and a hero group on my my Batwoman server. So I'm hoping I could create something like that.
All right, what is going on here? We've got some giant summoned beasts here, and I'm afraid we're going to have to fight it. I can't even hear what she's saying, but that's all right. It's probably nonsense. Looks like we have the white witch in the left corner and the purple witch in the right corner. We're fighting alongside the purple. We have to take down another Spirit of Raven here. Let's get a good look at your character. I'm trying to walk behind you and see. You've got a giant battle axe and some cool red armor. What was you're obviously super speed. You're moving just as fast as I am.
Yeah.
And then your weapon is that one-handed or is it staff or what is your?
It's the two-handed, but
gotcha.
Yeah, so it'd be two-handed, not dual. And I picked the firepower because, well, my eyes were red, so I figured why not go with the fire? Kind of looks
There
cool.
you go. We make a pretty good team. Fire and Ice taking out everybody left and right. And these Spirit of Ravens just kind of keep coming. It's a good to have someone else, because I was playing through Bane's mission, and even though I was the same level or even one level higher than a lot of the main little bad guys, I was dying quite a bit. And here we have yet to die yet. So thumbs up, we're doing a pretty good job here.
Yeah, it definitely is easier. I hear that if you do get into a group, they increase the difficulty, but it could be that we're just we're that good. Or it could just be that we're teaming up pretty good, not just running.
Let's go with we're the superstars route. I like that one better. We're gonna get a little cutscene here, so we may need to be quiet for a minute. Let's see what happens.
All right.
As we free Raven, what is gonna happen? Wait. Are we supposed to activate anything?
Okay, I completed it. Let's see if. Let's see.
Alright, trophy unlocks, level up, all sorts of stuff is popping here. And I wonder if this would be a mission for me later on. Like, I wonder if it would sort of...
Like a raven, I am an omen of darkness. Through me, Brother Blood has unleashed a dark and brutal evil onto this plane. I can no longer deny my fear that nothing, not even the Titans or our allies, can stop the demon Trigon from rising. He is an evil that has destroyed 10,000 worlds, and we are next. For this monster Trigon is my father.
Oh, okay. That's kind of interesting.
So she's got 4 eyes. That's quite attractive. Just to finish my thought here before we wrap up, I wonder if I would have encountered this mission along the way, or if it's something that only you would get, because I know it's a trophy pop for me, and I'm not sure if that's because, just, you know what I mean, like, is this something that I would have ran into along the way, or is it only for the Cersei followers?
Did you get a trophy for level 10, or did you get it for this mission? Because I didn't.
Perhaps that was for level 10. Good job. Thank you for pointing that out for me. And as we wrap this up, I want to say thank you very much to Whitey for joining me today. I really appreciate it. You're an awesome guy, awesome channel. Definitely go check out his work. Anything else you want to promote, or last things you want to get in here before we close this out?
Real fast, everybody who's watching this, continue watching GhostRobo's review, his playthroughs. I literally think they're the only playthroughs I actually watch anymore, so if I say they're good, that means they're the best out there. So keep watching it, very entertaining, and I hope you enjoy my channel if you decide to subscribe, and definitely pick up DC Universe if you want something different with MMOs.
Thank you very much, Whitey. That's awesome. Great job, guys, and until next time, we will see you later.